Wiki! Welcome, Warcraft 2 fans. Today we have here, ladies and gentlemen, War 2 Combat Edition. Go ahead and check them out. Join Clansy. Go and check them out as well as the Trog Alert. He just put some new videos out. Go check Trog Alert out as well. Here we are into the action-packed action. It is startale and SPB. No, startale and Swift. Shout out to SPB and Excavator in the Watchers section. Startale at the small 9 o'clock position. Big shout out to Nahan Chen, Diggity Dills from St. Pete, who brings the action to Sticky Wiki Warcraft 2. You can see more Twitch TV of his by checking out his Twitch TV. This is about 1 month ago. TASAVVVVV. That's what his Twitch TV, the Nahama Pajamagram. Just look up that Nahama Pajama Mammagram in the Twitch TV. You'll find it first one up on the list. Wiki Warcraft Tiggly 2, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. Up here at the 2 o'clock spot. He goes by the name of Swift. And this time he's not at the small 9. This time it's Startale at the small 9 o'clock spot. So Swift gonna be looking for some revenge here, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. This is gonna be an incredible game. Swift down 1 in the series so far, I do believe. And he's not going to be looking to lose again, but Startail already immediately dueling. A duel which Swift will find that quickly because he will have that barracks ready and up and operationable with some grunts coming on out. So it's going to locate that 9 o'clock position very quickly and locate this diggity duel here by Startail, the beautifully bearded warrior, who will win the 2025 Wiki World Chicky Championship of the Wiki World. 1,000 cash diggity dollars put up by Tora for a championship's purse. Wowzers, can't wait to see who's gonna grab that big cash prize, take that win all the way on home, cash that win in down at the biggity bank, as well as all the biggity bragging rights that come along with being the current riggity reigning dominating Wiki world champion of the world. And here comes the first assault from Swift. Lumber Mill gonna be right riggedy ready, but the barracks and the blacksmith are quite a ways away. Is it gonna be the lumber mill drop like it's hot? Oh yes indeed, Swift bringing out a lot. No, it's the counter diggity duel as 4 biggity peons miggity move on out on the miggity mini map, and they're gonna be setting up shop with a counter duel, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. The counter duel, a very valid option whenever you are seeing Wiki Warcraft Tiggly 2 and you're up against that 9. And here we can see the scout out by Startail. Gonna see that counter deal, get immediately move on over with a tickety tower rush. What? Very bold maneuvers from Startail. Very far away from getting a catapult. But he knows it's not going to be any kind of a catapult assault, so he's just going to set up shop with a tower riggedy rush of his own here, liggity ladies and jiggity gentlemen. There's the tower. This could be disastrous, ladies and gentlemen. Could simply put down a farm, and it's going to be another offensive tower. Here comes the run around. He's going to be building a lumber mill. That'll be all important for Swift to survive this tiggity tower rush in the near future. Axthor riggedy ready. And pretty soon he's going to see that Swift is going to be under assault from Startail. Will Startail play his hand? He's already got towers riggedy ready. He's going to continue on with the tower assault. The lumber mill just now finishing up for Swift, so it's going to be a long ways away. He's going to go and repair that lumber mill. Once that done, A to the S, the A to the P to the E. And that's exactly what he's going to get here. And he's going to now see the tower rush that's just been set up shop as the tower is going to completely and utterly crush any kind of units. Here comes Swift with an assault of his own, but he's not going to, he's going to see the tower rush and he's going to riggedy run right riggedy back as he can see now the assault from our hero. He's going to maneuver on about here and just start chopping some wood. Not too bad. Get up himself a defensive tower. Only one offensive peon here, so plenty of defensive peons going to be able to repair this tower, get that tower up that much more quickly. Ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a jiggly joke here from our hero, the Practical Joker. How many country musicians does it take to change a light bulb? 5. 1 to change the ball, and 4 to sing about how much they'll miss the old one. Country singers always well known to do that. Alright, here was the cancellation of that tower assault here. Orange is now likely going to be getting himself a catapult. Going to be rooting out this assault. Going up to tier number 2. Getting himself another Biggity Barracks here right back. No, that's Red who's setting up shop with a Biggity Barracks. Orange going to be... That's what happened when he canceled his Tiggity Towers. He wanted to Biggity move on over to build himself a Biggity Barracks, right? And his opponent's gold flow going to be as pesky as a man could be. But that's all going to be... Alright, the farm gets off, so startale's still going to be the pesky. Oh, we have an advertisement. Biggity biggity pause. Art resumes the game here. Back to the action. Swift versus a Stiggity Startale. Who's gonna wiki win in this Wickedy World Championship style play 2025? Maybe February 2025 when this game was PD played in preparation of the Miggity March Chickadee Championship. Gonna be being played here by both these players. Blacksmith Ogre Mound under away, and there's the Liggity Lumber Mill making up for the lumber mill that was burned to the ground earlier. Here's the catapult, of course, from our hero, Startale, or I mean swiftly snapping that 2v2 championship. Ring, 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 ring. And he's going for a 1v1 championship ring if he does attend. And all signs point towards yes, that he probably will, in fact, indeed be there, because he's pretty practicing right now with Startale. Even if he won't be, Startale likely will be. So one of these two players are going to be one of the finalists, most likely in the championship of the Wiki World. Wiki Warcraft 2 fans. Going to be an amazing commentated version of events. Hopefully someday that we'll see just a bad arsedry in the world of 1v1. Wiki Warcraft 2. And here comes Startale with the repair of his Altar of Storms. There's the repair for our hero Swift. Both of these players ending up so about the same development of their technology game. As we wind on down to the Liggity late game here, Liggity ladies and jiggly gentlemen. Here comes Startale on the assault. Swift's going to be ready for him, however. And that was going to be Lucas King there. Liar. He produces some super sweet piano Liggity music, Liggity ladies and jiggly gentlemen. What did the baker think of the joke? What did that baker think of that joke? He got a rise out of it. Get it like yeast rises with the bread. Ladies and gentlemen, what excellent epic epicity of jiggity jokes we have here from the Jokelopedia. And now it's the 4 Riggedy Racks rush here. Lots of peons being transferred to the 9 o'clock spot. It'll be A-okay. Quite a few peons might get a little bit of a traffic jam there, but plenty of resource are gathering to be happening. And it looks like a large contingent of peons actually going to be risked and moved out on the mini-map with the intention of taking this 11 o'clock spot. The peon's going to turn right around and run away, but they're going to be trapped out in the open. Here comes the nice bloodlusted ogre wall off, as Bloodlust has now arrived from Startale, as his opponent Swift has Biggity Bloodlust as well. But it looks like Startale sending a single peon up here to be lost to this, but he has a huge, gigantic assault at Swift's Biggity backdoor. Swift catching 11 o'clock, but not catching a whole Liggity lot there. Meanwhile, he sends a double wave of Berserker Barrage Bloodlusted Ogres to the back door of Whoa, it's right down the front door, and straight to GG Town comes Biggity Bloodlusted Ogres from our hero Startale. Swift is there with a very quick, rapid response. He's got the guard towers to help out, and not even going to lose all his peons for his trouble. So a pretty good counter punch there from Biggity both players. Meanwhile, here comes Swift with an assault at the back door of this building. So we're going to have to call it quits for that Miggity music, as Lucas King was just incredible. incredible. That's like 10 minutes of piano playing he just did there. Just knocked my socks right riggedy off, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. Lucas King Liar. Incredible. All right, the back door being burnt to the ground here, and that's going to cause the Death Knight to pop out on the wrong side. So bad news for Startail. Is going to have to relocate some of his interior ogres to try to deal with this, accepting the fact that it's likely going to be burning all of those defenses to the ground. He's going to do a nice job of securing this 11 o'clock spot. And then here comes the counter punch from his own ogres at the bottom of the small 9. Meanwhile, Swift has been building up a huge ogre army, getting ready to launch a mighty multiple wave assault of ogres here, and then choosing not to lose his ogres he's already invested so far into this assault, just taking that gain he got when burning down that door, and then continuously drawing the forces of Startail away from the middle of the map, where he's been increasing his forces exponentially. So he is now once again relusting his ogres and coming on knocking. Startail's ogre is not going to be in place, or will they, to catch these ogres off guard. Here comes a nice scout out from Swift, who's going to see exactly what's going on. And then these ogres actually going to play a high five to each other, because they're too busy to be attacking in the direction to be paying heed to all the other enemy forces. So they're like, we're to do battle. No, man, I'm too busy. I got to go that way. Okay, dude, I'm too busy to do battle too. I got to go this way. So they just go their separate ways in order to do diggity whatever they were supposed to be doing when they were too busy to biggity battle it on out. All right, here comes these ogres finally make it to their destination. It was the gold flow, but that was not a very decisive blow. Not to the economy at all. So maybe they would have been done better if they would have just done their battle elsewhere, because not a single ogre survived, and not a whole lot of economic damage. It looks like Diggity Get Down on It Dills from St. Pete taking a bit of a nap here, as I completely understand. I think I've already had to use one piggity pause here, so I don't think I can get another pause in. Here down here, Swift is making a nice assault of it. Startail trying to deny this 4 or 5 o'clock spot, but looks like Swift has plenty of ogres down there. He's going to simply lust up his defense and then assault these ogres and take the day and secure that spot. Startail going to load up another pistol grip pump action sawed off shotgun style of 9 bloodlusted ogres, right ready to assault the opponent. Will they be successful? Here's a very good economy, but no, so far Death and Decay has not been made used very well, at least so far. I mean, that was a very good defensive building there, but it looked like Goblin Sappers or something came in there to. But in fact, yeah, that does make sense, as we have seen Swift with a Goblin Zeppelin, so he probably used his super sweet miggity micro skills to Goblin Sapper through that door, and now he's pressing up on Startail in this game, taking game number 2, as Startail had taken the game before. But Startail, even though he's got some pretty good biggity battles he's been doing here, and look at that, even denying this 3 o'clock swap spot, Swift is going to frantically run around his ogres and relust them on up. But Startail's already on the offense once again, and this time he's hiding a Death and Decay, so I think he's going to wait for the ogres to come right up there, and then a hasted DK from Swift is going to be a nice touchdown tackle. Go. Plenty of peons getting slaughtered here, and then Swift is going to have a nice defensive of it here at the 5 o'clock spot. The DK popping out at just in the nick of time in order to secure the spot, or not. There's another Death and Decay at just at the most of opportune of times here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful timing from the Death and Decays of Swift, who's going to cancel this and then send ogres in here to destroy these last wounded cleanup ogres. Meanwhile, he's been mining very heartily at this 11 o'clock spot, and then he's going to nab another Death and Decay here over at the 11 o'clock spot, once again denying the mineral resource gathering of Sticky Startail, the beautifully bearded warrior who just crushes it in 1v1 style. But Swift does have that current reigning dominating 2v2 championship ring, bling bling, shining in your eyes whenever you want to see somebody better at Sticky Wiki Warcraft 2. You just have to wiki wait, and Swift hopefully will be at this 1v1 championship later on this miggity month, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. Here comes Swift with a huge ogre army assault. And he's going to do a pretty good job here, but not a very good job of Death and Decay, and as not many peons fall victim to that Death and Decay. Maybe a poorly placed Death and Decay, perhaps. But maybe one more Hasted Decay on that way will actually do the necessary damage. And he does have an indeed another Death Knight just ready to push on out in that direction. Looks like he's overall getting map control. Has not been able to maintain 4 or 5 so far, because startale has done an excellent job of keeping that just burned to the ground. But looks like there is the 3 o'clock mining heartily, the small 12 mining heartily, and this 11 o'clock spot is going to suffer yet one more devastating goblin sapper combined army assault here of every last thing in this Swift. Every last, and then there's the Death and Decay to add injury to insult, and that could be the good game. GG. startale not going to accept the good game quite yet, but I think he'll have to accept the fate once his gold flow expires on up. But look at this. Actually, he denied 3 o'clock. Small 12, not even miggity mining yet. So Swift does have 12,000 gold ducats in the bank. He's been saving up his money for maybe a smart investment plan, and that investment plan is to maybe get that small 12 o'clock business up in business. So ladies and gentlemen, here comes that huge peon transfer as the 9 o'clock mine has exploded. So it's just one Death and Decay away from calling it victory. And looks like Swift's going to wisely bloodlust up his ogres and make the assault. startale with a very rapid lust up of his own ogres, going to try to save the day. And save the day, it looks like he has did. Will he be able to prevent the inevitable Death and Decay on the way? So he's going to need to get his ogres up there, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Position them perfectly, and does it look like another failure? Death and Decay from Swift, getting quite a few peons, but failed to put that final nail in the coffin. And here startale is going to open and breathe the free air. They send one more peon out here to try to re-wall the backside of this area off, and he has survived another day. Ladies and gentlemen, this has just been an exciting back and forth game here. Swift is now taking advantage of this 4 to 5 o'clock spot. startale so far has been able to shut that down, and here's the diggy double down of the Hasted DK is going to come here, try to haste their way through this wall off, and then move in for the Death and Decay touchdown defeat here. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like they've had a lot of victory. Here comes the peon pull. Gonna make a lot of peons survive, but the peon pull not going to be as successful as he wanted, as he is simply able to maneuver in a little bit deeper into that base and Death and Decay. So only 3 of 4, 5, 6 peons surviving. Meanwhile, the outskirts of town have been secured. But Swift is just heartily mining from that small 12 o'clock spot, or at least has to be. Yes, you can see the huge amounts of gold being reaped here, and that's going to probably be the GG, as startale has not quite the gold flow of his opponent. So Swift going to try to tiptoe into victory here with another Death and Decay there, and startale's going to set up shop at the small 5, not going to give up in the very least. And Swift now has discovered his secret mining operation, and will it be long for this world? Here's another Hasted DK up here at the 11 o'clock spot from Swift, and yet to be seen whether or not he's got a Hasted DK sent on down to that 5 o'clock spot. Meanwhile, small 12 has been mining pretty heartily. Doesn't look like he's got a whole lot of gold in the bank, and there it is, a Hasted DK to destroy the small 5. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Tune in next time. There's the GG. Thank you for tuning in. Wiki Warcraft Tiggly 2.